In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my wildlife photography and YouTube related goals for 2022. This is something I did last year as well for the start of 2021, and I got the idea from Mr. Beast's Hey Me in 5 Years time capsule video thing that he did a little while back, and that's why I did it in 2021. And I want to continue to do this year so that I can lay out a series of goals that I want to accomplish this year by the end of the year, and then I can look back on those goals in December of 2022 and see what I was able to accomplish. And I should preface this by saying that my ultimate goal is to become a full-time professional YouTuber and wildlife photographer, if that's possible. But these goals that I set each year at the start of each year are kind of baby steps and stepping stones in the process of eventually getting to that. So getting right into it, the very first goal that I have for this year is one that I also had last year, and that is to upload at least one video every single week this year. Obviously, this is one that I failed at last year. If you've seen my recent video talking about my 2021 goals and if I succeeded at those or not, I talked about that, and I did not succeed at that goal last year, but it's one that I want to really work on succeeding at this year, especially when I get out to Yellowstone this summer. I want to make sure that I'm putting out a video every single week out there and producing a lot of content while I'm out there. So that is the first goal, upload weekly each week this year, and this year I really intend on succeeding at this one, especially since I didn't last year. Now the second goal is probably the most ambitious on this list and is the one that I'm going to work hardest to make sure that I complete, and that is to get 10,000 subscribers on this channel. And that is definitely a very high bar to set for this channel considering where we're at right now at less than 1,000 subscribers, but I do believe that with weekly uploads and with a lot of work, I'm going to be able to achieve it. I do really believe that I can achieve it. So that's my subscriber goal, 10,000 subscribers. And hopefully we can do it. We'll see. And I should also note here that, you know, the idea behind getting a larger following, getting 10,000 subscribers and even beyond that, is not to be famous or to have tons of fans or anything like that. It all goes into that ultimate goal of eventually becoming a full-time wildlife photographer. If you have a group of people who are watching what you're doing and they are, you know, investing in your content, then you can find a way to kind of monetize that content. YouTube puts ads on your videos. The more views you get, the more money you get. So I just want to make it clear and differentiate here that there's really a difference between getting 10,000 subscribers just to be famous and getting 10,000 subscribers to make an income off of doing what you love. And my goal here is to make an income doing what I love. It's to make an income on wildlife photography. And that's why I want to grow a larger following, to be able to monetize that more and more and make more money off of it, off of getting more views and then obviously more ads on my videos, and YouTube pays me more. So I want to differentiate that there. It's not about fame and everything else. It's about eventually doing what I love for a living, because I really think there's a big difference there. So that is the second goal, and like I said, by far the most ambitious, but one that I am dedicated to accomplishing this year, and I'm going to work as hard as possible to make sure that I'm able to accomplish. Now the third goal is to return to the greater Yellowstone ecosystem and work for the summer for at least 3 months from May all the way to August. And then possibly, this is still kind of in the works, and I'm pretty sure it's going to happen, but not totally sure yet, also be out there for the fall, all the way up until December. So basically, I applied for a student exchange program for the fall semester, where instead of going to my school that I've been going to for the past 3 years here in Kentucky, I would go to Montana State University for the fall semester through this exchange program. But I'm not totally sure that I'm in on it yet, and I won't know till March, so can't say for sure, but the plan is to leave in May and go to Wyoming, and then not leave Wyoming, Montana area, Greater Yellowstone, not leave Greater Yellowstone until December, and be there from May all the way through December if I'm able to get in on this program. So that would be amazing, because then I would have 7 or 8 months out there, which would just be incredible, obviously, for this channel and for wildlife photography. So that is that goal, and then my next goal is going to be to build out my Greater Yellowstone portfolio more. I want to really add some diversity this year. I want to focus on other things. I focused a lot on specifically grizzly bears last summer, and I still want to do that. I'm going to take 3 weeks at the very beginning of the summer and focus on nothing but grizzly bears. I'm not even going to start my job until 3 weeks into my time out there. I'm just going to be living out of my truck and chasing grizzly bears the entire time, and really focus on grizzly bears during early spring when they're most active. And then once I've finished up that, I'm going to start my job in Yellowstone, and I think I'm going to kind of try to switch gears at that point and really diversify my wildlife portfolio from Yellowstone, and not focus as much on bears as I did last year. Not that I don't love the grizzly bears, they're definitely my favorite animal to photograph out there, but I want to also make sure that I have a good portfolio of bison and pronghorn and wolves and moose and badgers, and everything else out there in the Yellowstone area. So I definitely want to build out that portfolio more and focus on that. And also, if I'm able to stay there through the fall, then I would also be able to kind of diversify by having some fall color in there as well, having, you know, the elk rut and the fall color in Yellowstone, the moose rut in Grand Teton with the fall color, and getting, you know, fall color landscape stuff, all that kind of stuff. I also want to make sure to try to add in there if I'm able to stay through fall and really have a portfolio that displays all 4 seasons in Yellowstone. I think that would be super awesome. So that is my 4th goal. And then moving into the 5th one, this is related to Instagram, and this is one that I also kind of slipped up on while I was out in Yellowstone last year. I didn't really post that much on Instagram. I posted a lot on my story, but I didn't post a lot of the photos I was taking until I got back. And this summer, I want to focus more on trying to get content out while I'm out there, just like on YouTube. So I want to make sure that I'm posting at least 2 photos and 2 reels on Instagram each week. At least 4 pieces of content each week from Yellowstone, and make sure that I'm still active on there throughout the summer, because that was kind of something that I failed at last summer as well, and I want to work on improving this summer. I want to make sure I'm getting out more content from Yellowstone for the channel and for Instagram and for all that while I'm out there, as opposed to posting a lot of it once I get back from being out there. And then the next goal is kind of just a photography related goal, and this is to make more money off of photography this year than I did last year. I made a decent amount last year, nothing, you know, that I could ever make a living off of by any means, but I made a nice, at least a decent chunk of change off of photography last year, but I want to improve on that. I want to make even more this year, and this is probably a goal that I will have every single year going forward. Just continue to make more and more money off photography each year until I'm eventually to a point where I'm making a living off of it. So that's a goal that I want to definitely set this year, and we'll probably be setting every year in the future. And then the next one is kind of related to this channel and to photography, but not so much. It's more of kind of a personal goal, and this one is to graduate with a bachelor's degree in wildlife biology. I've been studying wildlife biology for 3 years now, for those of you that don't know. And I'm set to graduate in December. So that is the other goal, is make sure that I'm keeping my grades up and making sure that I'm able to get that degree. And then the last goal, and the most important goal in my opinion, is to ensure that I am producing the best content that I possibly can to keep you guys entertained and satisfied and happy with the content coming out on this channel throughout the entire year of 2022. So hopefully that is a goal that I'll be able to accomplish as well. And with that, guys, I just want to thank you so much for watching and for all the support that you gave me last year, and that hopefully you're going to continue to give me this year. I really do appreciate all your views and your likes and comments and everything on the channel, and I really do hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. I know this is not a typical video for the channel, but like I said, I always want to start out the year with a video like this to set out the goals that I have for this whole year, and then at the end of the year, see if I'm able to accomplish those goals. So I think that's all for this video, guys. Please do not forget to subscribe for that 1,000 subscriber Yellowstone trip giveaway that I'm giving away this fall. You know, I'm going to pick one subscriber, and we're going to go to Yellowstone entirely for free. I'm going to give you a trip to Yellowstone for free in the fall. Subscribe for that. Like the video if you haven't already, that would be much appreciated. Drop a comment below, let me know what you all thought. Really looking forward to what 2022 has in store. Hopefully it's going to be just as good as 2021, and hopefully I'm going to be able to have a really great 2022 for YouTube and for wildlife photography. But I guess we'll see. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.